Hi, Mr. Chairman. Hi, mate. It's Aussie Villain. Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Good. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get past Rangers into the last day of the Europa League, but, they're going to be tough, so we don't want to count our chickens just yet. But, listen, the reason I'm calling is I've just noticed my contract is up at the end of this season. Yeah, look, I'd really, really like to extend it for another year. Yeah, look, I know I have been trying to leave for Aston Villa, but I think I've changed my mind on that one, and I'd really like to try and push for a Premier League title and, maybe the Champions League as well. So what do you say, sir? One more year? No? What do you mean, no? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to Season 7, Episode 11 at Brentford, as we follow in Dean Smith's footsteps, or at least we were going to, but as you have just heard, well, it's not going to happen now, let's be honest. We're too late in the FM20 cycle. Today we're playing Manchester United in a huge Premier League game. Then we have the second leg of our Europa League second knockout round tie against Rangers. And we'll catch you up on how the first leg went in just a second. But the thing is that our contract expires at the end of this current season. Now, I did just go and ask the board if they'd be willing to extend my contract. They said no, I haven't done enough to earn that. Which seems a little bit harsh, to be honest, considering where we've taken the club from. So, I mean, let's be honest, we are getting towards the end of Football Manager 20, and I don't think Aston Villa is going to happen now. My plan initially was to have them extend the contract for a year. We'll have one last crack at Premier League and Champions League glory, and then we'll call her a series and learn some lessons on how to do the footstep series in the future in terms of changing clubs when you've done really well with one club. But if they're not going to offer me a new contract, then, that kind of changes things. So, hopefully, we will get another year. And, I mean, I'm assuming they will. It's, surely they'll extend us. But we didn't do well in the Champions League, and they do want us to reach the final of the Europa League. So, we'll wait and see how that goes. But, my plan is that we won't go to Villa now. I'm really sorry. I wanted to go there as well, obviously. It's my team I support, so I did really want to go there. The plan is we will do one season after this one, but if we don't get a new contract, then this could be it. So we've got to make sure that we're making the most of this season. Now, there's two games to catch you up on since last episode, so let's have a look at those. The first one was the Premier League game away to Everton, because they smashed us at home. Let's see how we did with them away. We fell behind early, but drew level before half-time when Erkingen's safe shot fell for Dan. Everton went back in front after an hour, but Fete Up ensured we took a point. So it was a game we were always chasing. An early goal we conceded, we got them back level, and then in the end we got a late penalty to get a point. To be honest, I'll take it. They're a decent team. I think they're 5th or 6th in the league, away from home. It's disappointing to drop points in the league, but ultimately I think we take this and run. Next up, it was the first leg at home against Glasgow Rangers in the Europa League. Let's go see what sort of position we're in for this second leg. We opened the scoring late in the first half through Lucianinho. And added a second in the second half when Vazquez picked out Matt Keach unmarked. So this was a really, really good performance from us. We shut them down. Ideally, having had so many shots, we would have got more than a 2-goal lead to take with us, but we didn't concede an away goal. And I think you'd back us if we can get that goal in Glasgow, then we should be fine. Luciano, look at that, man of the match. He was quite good in this one, scored the goal as well. That was we're in a good spot. If we have a quick look at what all this means for the tables coming into today's episode, we're currently sitting down there in 5th in the Premier League, but crucially, we do have 2 games in hand. Now, one of those games is against, obviously, Manchester United we're about to play here. That's a tough one, and if we want to win it, then Champions League football next year does just start to look a little bit more tricky to attain through the league. But, of course, second leg against Rangers in the Europa League, you'd like to think we're in a position to get through that. We have our what's it called? FA Cup quarter-final at home to Norwich. Now, we beat Norwich in the quarter-final, I believe, of the League Cup this season. So let's hope we can do another job of them in another cup competition. But that's all for another time. Right now, we are looking at what we're doing against Manchester United. Now, we don't have a great record. 2 wins, 4 draws, 8 defeats, and they are the favourites for this one as well. You can see both teams are in decent form. So have a quick look here at what we're expecting. Zinedine Zidane is their manager, and a very, very good manager he is as well. A balanced standard style of play. Now, we're not expecting a 4-4-2 from them, which means it's difficult to know how much we can read into all these other things. This is what they did against Burnley, though, in a win. Against 10 men there as well. Let's have a look at what we're doing for this one. Now, we're going back to, so I guess, the formation that worked for us for most of our time at the club. So, Pickford in goal. Michelotti, Pavlovic, Soleil, and McAtee are the back four. It's Madio, Lavery, and Rambleson in midfield. It's Ndedi and Erkinger in wide areas. Fete up top. We're going with our strongest team in this game. Kind of hoping that the Rangers tie is under control. So let's hope we can get the job done here. So the scouts did get it right. We are basically matching up with them, which is good. All right, what do we want to say to them here? Expected to prove a point today. We've been on a good run lately. We've got nothing to lose here. Let's show them what we're capable of. Can we say that? Assertively, we've got nothing to lose. Show them what we're capable of. Let's go with a little bit of passion. We have faith. And let's see if we can fire them up and get off to a good start here. All right, and here we go. This is first versus fourth in the form table. So it's two teams that are playing well. And, well, we really, at home, if we are to sort of threaten the league this season, this is the sort of day where we're going to find out if we have what it takes. Because we really do need to win this game at home against a title rival with, things starting to go a little bit against us in terms of points behind and time. Rambleson has the ball there to Madio. Madio in there for Lavery, the new boy of the team, of course. Lavery gets a nice ball there for Fete up. Look in wide areas. There it is for McAtee. Can he pull the ball back? We've got Shirts in there. Pull it back, mate. Oh, he goes himself. And that's a little bit hoggish, isn't it? That's not what we needed from you there, McAtee. We're keeping Bogle fresh for Europe. And we've seen before against teams like this that are even, Scott is just a bit of a defensive liability. So that's why we got McAtee in for this one. Madio, Michelotti goes back there for Pavlovic, who's on a booking, which isn't ideal. Lavery has the ball. Back for Madio. They're trying to close us down. Can we ping one over the top here? We go back for Pickford, which is fine. Keeping the ball, playing around their press. There it is for Lavery. Lavery gets it for Rambleson. Back to Lavery. Back to Rambleson. Rambleson looks to pick the pass out. He does. It's Erkinger. Can Erkinger do something wonderful? Erkinger worked himself a bit of an angle, but again, it was too tight, wasn't it? Too tight of an angle to get anything going there. But so far, we're looking okay here. We're getting the highlights. We're shutting them down relatively well. And it's a decent first half performance from us. Chelsea's 0-0 with Manchester City, who are massively struggling this season in the league. They've actually sacked their manager as well. What do we say to this? I know we're the underdogs. Let's give a performance. Let's go with that. Let's get some... actually, we should probably tell the players who are on bookings just to watch their step. Ndedi hasn't been fantastic. I'm wondering too, looking at what we got from that first half, there was often some space in wide areas. I wonder if we slow it down and we look for those overlaps. We won't exploit the middle though. I'm looking at Ndedi not having the greatest game and on a booking. We do have Dan who we can play out there. Fete Up's not having a great game either. And again, we have Vassi on the bench. Michelotti with a throw for Madio, for Rambleson, sorry. Don't know why I would have said Richarlison. He certainly doesn't play for us. There's a decent pass. Ndedi's going to get onto that. Can he pull it back? He can. It's there. Madio. Madio's not Madio. It's Rambleson. And Jake Rambleson gives us the lead early in the second half. And we are 1-0 up against Manchester United. And that could be an absolutely massive goal. Michelotti to Madio. Madio with a good ball to play, which is in there, Ndedi into a little bit of space. He pulled it back. And Rambleson, second attempt. And it goes in the back of the net. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Now, can we keep our heads about us here and go and get a huge win? Chelsea's taken the lead against Manchester City. That makes this game even more City's back level, which would again open the door for us. But Manchester United, they're looking to play a little bit more freedom, and they have also got a highlight. They're first of the game. Greenwood's in a little bit too much space there for my liking, but his shot is straight at Pickford. Let's maybe go back off of attacking here. They're still playing the same way. So it's a little bit concerning as to how Greenwood had so much space. But that's okay. Erkinger's not having a great game, and Fete Up again not having a great game. So let's get Vassi on for Up. And let's get Dan on for what's his face there? Ndidi. Went completely blank there. All right, come on, boys, come on. Let's. I don't like that they've come back into this. That is not filling me with confidence. There's a ball forward. A massive save from Pickford, but McAtee, mate, that is not the sort of touch we want from you. We've got a corner to defend now. This is trending the wrong way, isn't it? Oh, that's just over. All right, so we need to change something about the way we're defending. Let's tighten up these lines and try and make it a little bit more difficult for them. 15 to play. Come on, boys, let's concentrate. Erkinger's not having a great game either. But we might just kind of go with it for now. We're getting towards the end. It's another highlight. I'd be happy with no more highlights if I'm completely honest. Here we go. That guy's Australian, I think. I've been so tempted to sign him for so long, but... oh, it's a good block from number 5. Who's that? Pavlovic, I think. And again, Rambleson should get onto that. Can we get them on the break and wrap this up? Here we go with Vassi. Can Vassi finish it for us? Vassi, no, it's still there. It's taken away from Twenzabi. And they lump it forward again. Can we win that, please? We can. Soleil. Oh, we can't keep possession here. Greenwood has it. Back to Olmo. You just get the feeling this is going to go against us, don't you? Olmo gets it forward again. Chiesa's there. Blocked by Michelotti. Oh, we can't get possession. There's the long-range effort, and it's over the bar. All right, let's go and close this mofo down. Let's lower this tempo even further. Let's waste time, be more disciplined, all that sort of fun stuff. Let's maybe just be a little bit more narrow in how we're attacking as well. Let's go defensive, and come on, boys, let's see this out for me. That's a huge, huge win. 1-0 against Manchester United. Pickford played his part. Everybody played their part. Don't get complacent, boys, but that was very, very good. So Brentford hold firm to deny Manchester United. I do think we just about deserve that. And if we look at the other games, City did drop points Chelsea dropped points to City. We have a game in hand. If we were to win that game in hand, we would go to 65 points. That is just 4 points back of Chelsea. And I do think we've got to play them yet, don't we? Yeah, and we do have... No, that's earlier. We've already played them and got smashed. We do have to play them, though, at home. So... it is on. This is still on. But guys, wait right there, because we're going to be back in a second to face Rangers and see if we can get ourselves into the last 8 of the Europa League. Okay, welcome back. Now, we have had our youth intake. Now, given it's not, these guys aren't going to actually make it through to the first team, we had not enough time. It's not much point wasting too much time, but I do think perhaps Griffer could have worked into a decent young right wing back for us. He's got all the attributes there to be a wing-back. But there's not, I don't think, too much else that would have come through, to be honest. So, it's obviously it's a shame. But, I don't think we're missing too much. Maybe one or two others there could have come through. But, obviously, it's not to be. But let's have a look at what we're doing here. We are the favourites for this second leg. We're 2-0 up. We've won 2, lost 1 against Rangers historically. Quick look here what we're up against. They're a Geraldo Martino coach team. That's ex-Barcelona, isn't he? Yeah. Decent enough, I suppose. An adventurous standard style of play. Now, they're currently sitting second in the Scottish Premiership, behind Celtic by 5 points. So it looks like this is all they really have to play for. This is what we got from them last time. We're expecting something similar this time. We can see all their other ins and outs there, key passes, passing network and whatnot. And this is the team that we're sending out. It's more or less the team that got the job done in the first leg. So Pickford in goal. It's Panzo and Suisi at the back. Bogle down the right. Vazquez down the left. It's Garner. Diallo back from injury. So we're going to give him a run out here, try and get him back to fitness. He's going to partner Mabry in midfield. It's Farai. It's Matt Keach and it's Dan up top. Let's get out there. So they have come out as expected, so that's always a good thing. It's got to be a don't get complacent today, doesn't it? So let's go with that. Let's go with passion again. I'm discovering passion late on in FM20, aren't I? So let's go with that. Let's see what we can do. All right, and here we go. Now, like I said at the top there, I do think if we can get the away goal, then we should be okay here. They really didn't threaten us at all in that first game. I think there was one chance they had on the break, one of their 2 shots. But outside of that, they didn't threaten us too much. Now, obviously, they're at home now. They could have a lot more about them. But I would like to think that we're going to have too much for them here. But they've got down the outside of us there. They pull it back, knock it down. And, well, I tell you what, they should have scored that straight at Pickford. Let's maybe give it a get creative here. They have definitely come out the stronger team. Hopefully, we're not gonna let this one slip away from us. 2-0. It's one of those, isn't it? If they were to get a goal, then suddenly, we start to panic ever so slightly, perhaps. But it looks as though we are starting to get on top of them here now. They've got an injury there as well to their left winger, who was a decent player in the first leg. Let's give it a show some passion. We're not seeing too much from us here, are we? We're not seeing too much from anybody. All right, well, there we go. That was an action-packed first half, wasn't it? Though, to be fair to them, they probably should have scored. Let's... Yeah, don't look at the scoreboard, think the job is done. Let's keep going, please, boys. So we see a little bit more from you, please, mate. A little bit more. Who we got there? Farai. I wonder if there is a little bit we can do tactically here to try and improve the game. So let's do that. And get back out there. Let's demand a little bit more, and hopefully we'll get ourselves a goal. Maybe he's not having a great game. We do have Urosh on the bench. We also have Vasi if Dan isn't going to get anything going for us. Let's give it a get creative. Here we go here with a free kick. Farai stands over it. We've seen him score from here before. He's put it away. Oh, and Mabry has missed. He might have been offside anyway, but you've got to stick it away and then get it ruled off, mate. He's having a bad day. I do like to give Urosh some game time as a Mazzella because I do think he has a future there for us. He could be a useful player there for us next year. Let's get Vasi on for Dan, who is continuing to have a horribly disappointing time of things this season. And then we'll keep one sub up our sleeve. Let's give it a concentrate. And are we destined to have... well, it'll be a quick episode. Maybe not a good one. I know a quick game's a good game, but come on. All right, here we go with a corner. Farai to take. Can we get something going here? No, straight at the goalkeeper. And now that surely wasn't the highlight. What have we got? They get the ball forward. It's intercepted by Panzo, but straight to the Rangers player. And we're in maybe a little bit of trouble here. Damari Gray, I'm assuming that is. He comes forward, crosses it in. It's cleared away. And it's actually still not cleared. We've given it back to them. Can we get to that? And they're just... I mean, they have to go for it, don't they? And they're certainly starting to go for it. Are they going to smash one in from distance here? They may not need to. We're defending well, and... there's an offside flag in there. Let's give it a demand more, but it doesn't look like there's going to be anything. Oh, wait, we do have another highlight. We're entering stoppage time. Can we put the cherry on top of this cake in stoppage time? There's a ball through. Is it going to be a nervous finish? It looks as though it is. So we will be going defensive to finish this off. It's been a very, very disappointing performance from us. There's no way around that. But, yeah, let's hope we don't let this completely slip away from us here. It was a bit of a nothing, wasn't it? Nothing ball forward from the goal kick. We couldn't win it. I mean, we didn't even really try to win it. One simple through ball, and Pickford is left horribly exposed. And that's 2-1. Let's show some passion, boys, and see if we can see it out. We can, but you wouldn't accuse us of being particularly good in that one. Let's let them have it. So Brentford win the Europa League second round. The first leg got it done for us. And, I mean, it was two completely different games. We were absolutely dominant in that first game. And despite saying don't get complacent, we got complacent, didn't we? All right, let's wait there and we'll see who we have in the quarterfinals. So there it is. We will be playing Juventus in the quarterfinals. That could have been better, couldn't it? They are a very, very good team. And that, to be honest, is something you'd expect to get in a Champions League quarterfinal. So that is tough. Now, Sociedad have knocked out Paris Saint-Germain. That is absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Who else has gone out? Valencia, Zenit, Fiorentina, Derby, we'd expect them. Salzburg and Hertha Berlin. So if we can get past Juventus, City's going to be dangerous. But outside of that... yeah, I mean, it's not looking as though it could be the worst. We've definitely got probably the toughest draw we could have got here, though. But guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, 2 1-0s, one each way, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I think what we'll do is we will come back. We'll come back for the second leg and Manchester City. Then we've got 2 huge games coming up in the league. And we'll see where that leaves us in terms of getting to the end of this season. But that'll be all for next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.